challenging to work with or whatever. Oh, but I want more. And I'm expecting we're going to go up and down. Literally, why up and down? Not, oh, they just learn more. Grandmaster Strong, okay, you learn more, now you become a little more difficult to work with. Okay, now you think you know everything and whatever like this. Grandmaster Strong once used to say that people would come, oh, I want to have a guy like Master Mertens working for me. This is me from 20 years ago. He said, you couldn't handle it. He could. He could find the good. He could say, suddenly we got to do everything different. We got to do this, we got to do that. But so that's a very important understanding. And again, it's something that on both sides. So masters and owners, invest in your staff. I'm going to buy low. I'm going to do it for the long term. And I'm going to expect there's going to be some market fluctuations. Isn't it true in every relationship that the frictions and the difficulties and the arguments are part of what bring us closer together? Right? Again, if you're constantly fighting with your staff or with somebody or any relationship, that's probably going to end. But I don't expect frictionless relationships, and I don't expect frictionless employee-employer relationships. And if you do, again, you're not getting the best out of your people. Develop a staff funnel. I realize that I say, and most people say, oh, we got to develop our bench strength, right? But I thought about it again, because I'm a wordsmith and I like to look at specific words. Oh, in the NBA, who's on the bench? Another pretty high-level player that can jump in right away. That's not really what our whole staff is. It's more, and I'm not a sports guy, but it's more that we have the whole farm team. Does that make sense? For those of you who know baseball, I don't know baseball. But we have a triple A level player, a double A level player, some single A level, and right, we have different levels. So I employ people who are not really ready to do anything in prime time anytime soon. And I have another level up, and another level up, and another level up. And if that funnel has somebody in it, then we can take somebody from the top, move them over, everybody moves up. That makes sense? So that concept, again, because even these just first two simple points, people get it wrong. They say, I just need to hire somebody to take over the job of head instructor in my school. That doesn't really exist. Very, very rare. And of course, which is why we're here this weekend, which you already know, leaders need to keep growing, right? Because you know more, you have something more to teach. We said, you listened to Grandmaster Chung yesterday, those lessons are going to appear in your classes this week. Those are the large number of people that turned out for Coach Tim's workout today. Those teachings are going to show up next week. How do you always have something new and fresh and a different spin on things to share with your team and lead your team? Because you are learning too. So the assignment this weekend to put this together is, again, you have to put that piece in your pocket. It's one of the things you're on a scavenger hunt for this weekend. How do you train and hire and develop your staff? And you might hear from somebody like Master Chris Lee, oh, we have a book club. He and his staff get together and read together and discuss together. And I would say, therefore, and grow together. By the way, let's give Master Chris Lee in the 115 hand. Here's another one that you heard. And Grandmaster Andrewchuk is going to think that I looked at his presentations and took all of his slides, because I looked at his presentations and saw that he has the same topic on here. Once again, systems. Oh yeah, we got to have systems. We got to have systems. Here's a couple of things I have to tell you. You may not recognize how much consistency exists or matters in being world class or a high level of customer service. In every one of your towns, there is a place that makes a better hamburger than McDonald's. But it may or may not be able to make it consistently, where you know that in McDonald's, if you have one here in Buffalo, one in Los Angeles, one in Tokyo, one in Argentina, you're going to get basically the same thing. The consistency to know, by comparison, in your school, what can only you do. I have great respect for those of you who had to shut down your schools in order to be here. That also meant that it was impossible for you to run your school and be here at the same time. There's different levels. Somebody proposed multiple locations to bring their whole team here. I do not brag about it. We'll talk about it again on systems. There are locations I haven't been in for years, other than for belt testing. I am not there. Does that mean I don't care about what happens? I care a great deal about what happens. But everything that can happen with that school happens the way I want it, when I want it, to the standard I want it, without me doing it. That's the definition of a system. The systems are never done. They continually evolve. Ask me how we taught a birthday party 5 years ago and now, it's a little different. How did we enroll a student then and now? It's a little bit different. And systems give staff confidence and build their credibility with students. You know what, you've been working, okay, why don't you teach little tigers today? And they do a lousy job. Now, they have the experience of, I did a lousy job. They have the experience of the parents who go, oh, so she taught the class today? You know, I want to set my people up for success. So we want to train them. I will be so happy. My favorite thing is when I walk into a school and someone comes up to me, one of our parents says, Master, your staff are so good. We love it here. Your staff are great. My least favorite thing, Master Mertens, oh, so when are you going to teach? Which day do you teach? Which class do you teach? I want everybody loving all of our world-class staff, all of our locations. So the assignment again this weekend, what processes do you need to document, train, and measure as you're talking to everybody else and you're asking them, so how do you have a document for that? Right? The phrase would be, what did you document today? And maybe those of you that go to go to Mr. Tony Simone's presentation with ChatGPT, you have less excuses than ever before to be able to document procedures that are in your head and get them out on paper. Taekwondo professionals has them all as well for you anyway. In my request to the 50 school owners, Master Tony Cook, who was kind enough to introduce me and get us started today, said, I think it all really boils down to develop the system, train the staff to run the systems. That's the job of an owner, not the job necessarily of a multi-school, that's the job of an owner, not necessarily just of an operator. Whether you have one school or not, I'm constantly looking at this. Oh, so Master Mertens, must be nice, you can sit back because now you've got 5 schools, you've got 60 staff, you just sit back, you don't have anything to do. I do this all day long, every day, asking myself, how can we make the system better? How can we put this knowledge in the hands of our people to help them to do it better? Right? That's my focus, to own my business and to have the key to successful multi-locations. The aggressive alternative to this, I would say, if you don't have systems, then you have a job. And we sometimes have a pride in our job. Oh, nobody can teach little tigers like I can. Nobody can teach the adult black belt class like I can. It's good to have pride. That's starting to sound a little bit too much on the ego side, though. How about while I'm standing here, 500 to 600 students are going to enjoy world-class Taekwondo today while I'm still standing here. I'm proud of that. Right? My people can say, oh, thank you. And I think you're already following me. If I don't have the systems, if I don't have the staff development, then I'm limiting their future and I'm limiting the opportunity of our business. They keep score. Metrics, key performance indicators, statistics. How about we just say score? Here's what I know. You tell me the numbers that are important to you, and I can tell you your life. Somebody, oh, what's your golf handicap? Oh, I don't even know. I don't have a caddy. Okay, you must not be that good at golf, right? Oh, what's your body fat percentage? Oh, I have no idea. Esther Graff, do you have any idea? Yes, sir. 11%, right? Esther Graff, how much protein do you eat in a day? Did you see like there was no hesitation, right? For those of you here, oh, I'm at 11% right now. Oh, 250 grams. Master Tom Soroka, retention in your 800, you have a 700-person school, average attrition rate per month? 3.6. 3.6. Last month?
That school was probably, actually really 2.7, 2.8.
Okay. Does everybody understand? First of all, I'll give them a hand for being low body fat and low tissue. So, what numbers do you need to track? The ones you want to improve. You want to get heavy. There's a few people I know on Facebook like, oh, I finally broke 200 pounds, for their weight. And I was like, oh, I didn't know is it going up or going down? Which one are you trying to get to? And track the numbers you want to improve. Share the, oh, sir, what numbers are okay to share with your staff? The ones you want them to improve. You want to talk about profitability or not? Up to you. You want to talk about student count or not? Retention or not? That's up to you. But your staff should know the numbers you want them to improve. Right? And this math determines the path in all 5 things, do you know that marketing came up very low? Not many of our people talk a whole lot about marketing. But what I am going to say was, when they talked about the statistics, it kind of gets rolled into there. A few gentlemen came up to me yesterday and asked, how should we market our school? And I, with 30 plus years of experience in running school, said, I have no idea. When I say, I have no idea how to market, what you would have to do in your school is get started and track the results. I worked with 5 different Facebook companies and could not get Facebook ads to work for us. I took it over myself and got some results for our summer camp. Now I'm going to try it a little differently for our Taekwondo summer classes. We did an ad with, for our summer camp, we did an ad with a picture, a video, and a ChatGPT generated cartoon, okay, which I thought was kind of goofy. And we ran the ads and we spent a lot of money, and the one that got the best results, the Chat generated goofy cartoon. Okay, but still one that I felt okay with it representing us, but it was just, you know, the uniform looked a little different or whatever. Why was that one better than the other ones? I don't know and I don't care. I just know that it was, and I put that statistic or knowledge in my pocket. We used to have a certain number of black belt drop out from 1st degree to 2nd degree. We changed our curriculum, rotating curriculum a little bit. For us, the percentage of black belts moving on is now higher. Okay? So when I say math is the path, which I borrowed from somebody else, I'll say when people say, marketing, we tried everything, nothing works. We tried a million things. Okay, name 10. And of the 10, tell me the statistics on it. And now, when you experiment and change this or change that, then how did it work? Does that make sense? We actually know this as athletes, right? Because, oh, I eat this way, but I felt bloated. Oh, I eat this way, and I didn't feel like I had enough energy, right? I did more carbs than this. Even if you're not as detailed as Master Graph is, you are analyzing the inputs into the machine and seeing how it comes out. Oh, Jesus, not good. Okay. And just a reminder that one is, among numbers, 1 is the most dangerous number in business. Oh, we only have this one marketing method that works well. We only have this one key staff member who can do everything. I just wanted to find some place to put that number in. Dig deeper until you have the ability to make a decision and take action is the key to everything with metrics and numbers. Metrics and numbers are boring. Making decisions is exciting, especially when you feel like, I found it. I found what we need to do. Sir, my problem is my school is just not growing and I don't know what to do. What should I do? I don't know, but I know what I can ask you. How many people do you sign up per month? How many people do you lose per month? How many people, of the people you sign up per month, what is it that you do that produces those 10 people? Oh, so you don't do any birthday parties or school things? Maybe you could add that in. Oh, you mentioned to me that you get 20 leads from Google every month, but you only come out with 2 students. Do you do any follow-up to the leads? Do they get an email and a text and those type of things? Oh, so now I can get 4 out of that, right? So playing with the formulas as a business owner is fun. Remember, am I only talking to the owners? No. If you're a staff member, so I wonder about, how are we doing with birthday parties? How are we doing with the demo, the people that came from that demonstration? Right? How many of our people, when they come in and take a lesson, do we actually sign up? You'll be 17 years old and ask that. Your instructors and masters will be happy that you did. Right? So I sometimes, as a leader of 5 schools and a lot of staff and a lot of students, okay, sir, what are we going to do? We're going to get the numbers. Let's first get the numbers. When you put the numbers together for me on this and this and this, and maybe some kind of path will illuminate itself, and we'll try and experiment. As a result of what I see here, let's try this. And then let's pay attention to it and see if it worked, and then we'll try something else. I fail frequently, but I fail forward. If you fail forward, you have to be aware of numbers. That's a marketing tip. That's a retention tip. That's a curriculum design tip. Does everybody understand? That's why these are big categories, and that's why when you're going around this weekend, you're gathering things and saying, I think I'm going to start tracking that number. I think I'm going to try to adjust the results on that number this way. So what metrics should you be tracking? Just some things to know, or some specific things that I would advise. Marketing advice. We signed up 15 students from this month. From where? Well, I don't know. And how can you do more of this or less of that, right? Sales funnel. Oh, we don't seem to be, we get a lot of people in, but then they don't sign up. Or we get a lot of people in, but after their first lesson, they never come back. Oh, we put them in a class and they do contact sparring or whatever, right? We look at the funnel process. Classroom attendance. Grandmaster Chung's favorite paper every week. Oh, come on guys, where is it? Give me the schedule of your school. Give me how many students were in every class. He looked at that every single week, and almost without fail, I can see him circling. So what's going on here? This class used to be big. It seems like it's shrinking now. This class is getting very big. Do you need to break it into another session? Do you have enough staff? Right? Pay attention to the metrics that will matter to you. Retention by rank. Last month, 8 students dropped out. 10 students dropped out. What about for you? Well, I don't know. Well, how are you going to figure out what you need to improve more? Okay? Revenue by source. Sometimes your accountant won't do this. Wow, you guys had a great month. Actually, we didn't have a great month. We had a few people sign up, but a lot of people paid in full if you have those kind of programs. And that's why we had a great month. You have to know where you come from. Is my Gojan doing well or my summer camp is doing well? Do we sell a lot in retail, or, right? It will come out to you. Now, there's stats for staff, sure. How many staff hours are you using? How frequently are your staff training? You can come up with a number for anything during this week you're gathering. If I didn't already say that, this presentation is meant to help you to know what you should be looking for as you are listening and networking with other people. And it's why respectfully I tell you, make sure you remember you're at work. You have a longer amount of time with people, sure. Oh, you play golf? Oh, me too. Oh, cycling? Me too. It's that. No, that's not a workplace conversation. You're at work right now. Get these things from this weekend. How do you do your staffing? What kind of systems do you have that I'm missing? What kind of numbers do you track? Oh, I'm going to start tracking that. Is this helpful so far? Okay. You move it. Relentless. We have some technical fighters here. I'm not sure who it would be among the different people, but more likely the word relentless. If you had to give a simple definition for relentless, it would be like, she's relentless, he's relentless, he just doesn't. He just doesn't. She just doesn't. By the way, there's a company called Relentless Marketing, and we worked with them just a little bit, and I tend to do this. Oh, the electrician, our electrician, okay, so I put Dan electrician, right, and I put John carpet, right, and so we're working with, and Danielle was the representative. I'm sitting with my wife, and my phone lights up, and it says Relentless Danielle. I'm like, who is Relentless Danielle? All right. It looks like only the married guys in the front of us. Okay. The young guys like, I don't understand. Yeah, relentless Danielle. Okay, relentlessly. Possibly you may feel that from me. Someone said to me, Master Mertens, the difference with you is you're always motivated. And I say, well, the difference is because I'm always in pursuit. I'm always looking. I wonder how we could make it better. The facility upgrades, the curriculum development, the event calendar and preparation, the member communication. Can we get better at social media? At any given time, we are better than 90% of the industry, maybe 99% of the industry, and still at about 80% of where I wish we could be. In that area of my life, I am relentless. Right? I was thinking about, do you ever miss it, right? Ah! You missed it? This morning when we lined up, I was like, oh, okay, should be okay. And then in my opinion, I did not give Coach Tim enough room. I wish we had a little bit more room. I was, I missed it, shoot. Okay? And that note goes in for next year. Are you relentless about improving? Yes, we have heard from Grandmaster Chung, tradition is not a burden, tradition is pride. But not tradition of we haven't replaced the mats in 30 years. Not tradition of we haven't cleaned the bathroom in 5 weeks. Right? Not tradition of the last time I had a staff meeting or connected with this staff member one-on-one is, oh geez, I have no idea. Okay? So that relentless pursuit. So you should already, from this weekend anyway, you're getting some kind of list. Right? What updates and changes can I make to my member experience to make it remarkable? Which again, this word is a specific word. Do people remark about it? I think it's the business author's Seth Godin, who says in the movie or in the book Purple Cow, right? That if you're driving along the road and you see cows, you just but if you're driving along the road and you see a purple cow, you're like, is that a purple cow? What's the purple cow for your business? Oh wow, you guys did the floors, this is great. Oh wow, you guys put up new signs, that's great. oh wow, I really like the new uniform. Oh, I like the new curriculum. I do whatever. How are you evolving? By the way, again, I believe in evolution, not revolution. You don't have to go back and change everything. You have a culture, you have people that enjoy what you're doing, but are we continuously developing? We were Sun Chung's, literally, we were by name. Sun Chung's Taekwondo, Master Chung's Taekwondo, world-class Taekwondo, right? And along the way, our facilities changed, our curriculum changed, our staff training changed, our communications changed. That's a success leaves clues. All of the top people do that. And then, of course, leadership. Notice, or very important to remember, the word, it's leadership, not just leaders. Owners are here. Second Dan, black belt instructors, been working with your master. A third Dan for 10 years are here. And 16, 17-year-olds, once again, you're 16, 17, you're under 20 years old and you're here. Thank you, Sabonim. Thank you, Sabonim, for investing in my professional education to let me see more. But leadership is not a position, it is habit or style of interacting. You can be the owner of your school, I'll be challenging for a moment, and not be expressing good leadership. I even think about leadership like in percent. Wow, yes, I was not the leader my people needed today. It doesn't matter that my employees and that I own the schools. Did I express leadership in the way that I conducted myself, the way I was thinking about things? So, of course, we keep coming back to it because leaders are learners. I've never been to a seminar. And you have people responsible, you have people that are following you. I think that's poor. Again, Master Cook. There are hugely successful people sitting on that side of the table. People would ask me directly, Pastor Marge, you're at the seminar? Why are you here? That's why I'm here, right? Because that's how I lead. I have a responsibility to keep gaining new ideas. Lead by example, train. I was so impressed and so thankful. We had Grandmaster, Master, Instructor, Assistant Instructor warming up and doing the meeting this morning, or doing the training this morning, and we will add that more. We just literally have to figure out how to physically configure Taekwondo professionals to have big workout space and big meeting space and whatever, and I will strive to keep working on that. And this could be an entire seminar, so I apologize that it's just 4 words, but I'll try to, through some level of stories or whatever, tell you, we as all Taekwondo professionals have some shared cultural awareness of Taekwondo. And people have told me, and of course it will continue to be true, oh, Taekwondo professionals, there's a lot of bowing, hello sir, and yes sir, and no sir, maybe different sometimes than like the just wide open, all martial art or mixed martial art type of community. We have our shared Taekwondo culture or Korean culture that ends up involved. But how about the world-class Taekwondo culture? How about the UMAC Nation culture? How about the ABK Taekwondo culture, the League Martial Arts culture? Do you tell yourself, I am the chief culture officer of my school? And where does that show up? A lot of times it shows up in the gatherings and when you're together. There's an opportunity when you're together with your team and a parent is called in and complained about something. Now you're going to show them how we really think about our customers. Oh, that woman is just a little, oh, that guy is whatever. What you say, what you do, speak so loudly that I cannot hear what you say, right? Oh, this mom or that mom walks in and walks out and, their physique and whatever, and, we're going to have that conversation. Or not. This person bought something or whatever, oh, I keep forgetting to reimburse my staff member for the thing that they bought or whatever. I've driven across town to another school, right? Okay, I want to make sure you got your check for the things that, the money that issue. We had a payroll issue, somebody didn't get their paycheck. Here I am, I've left the cash for you, I'm so sorry. The person was 19 years old. I'm so sorry about that. Because it was a mistake on my part. The intentional culture of who are we? What do we do here? How do we treat one another? Why does it matter? Obviously, the gold standard for me growing up in that was Grandmaster Chung. And again, it wasn't just Korean culture. It was the world-class culture. You have to honestly think about that. And why? I'm telling you not to be too light about that because the culture will get banged. Right? In other words, we're here at a hotel. This is not in the dojo. We're not in uniform. How much are we bound? Still pretty much everybody's doing it. Because we really do it. Oh, those Taekwondo guys, they really do that. They really do that bowing thing. The Caucasian guys do, the Korean guys do. We really do that. Oh, Master Mertens really doesn't drop profanity with his staff. Master Mertens really has a positive thing to say even in a negative situation. No respect. I'm a human being like anybody else. But are you thinking when you make a decision? So Grandmaster Strong is kind of phrase of, I don't know if that's our style. Mike, we could say that to him. We could handle that situation this way. We could think like that. I don't know if that's our style. I don't know if that's our culture. Again, I'm trying to summarize a very big thing in a short time, but hopefully that's making sense. And cultivating your vision. Again, homework assignments. I will never build a nice bed and breakfast in Vermont. Why? I never think about it. I can't imagine it. I've never been to one. I don't have it. Somebody can. It makes sense? They went to bed and breakfast. They have this idea for a bread and breakfast. When they walk around, they see pictures that could go in their bread and breakfast. When they eat food, that this would be a great on our menu of our bread and breakfast. One thing that I could have, or the top school owners have, they have a little bit more clarity. What would this finished business look like? There's a great story about Disney World, right? And saying, somebody said, man, it's a shame because Walt Disney died before Disney. He was there for Disneyland, he was not there for Disney World. He had died 2 years prior, I believe it is. And said, man, it's a shame that Walt never got to see this. And some of the top executive person said, he saw it before you did. Can you see the version of the school that you want? How clearly? Grandmaster Chung, the building, my book, the ceiling is the height that he imagined. The things on the walls are that which we imagine. The great phrase that everything is built twice, first in your mind. I enjoyed sitting in these chairs and having these interviews with Grandmaster Chung 3 months earlier than it ever happened. I felt it. I could feel the chair on my back. I could feel turning to south of him. I could feel looking out at the audience and seeing them. How's your clarity? And once again, if your team members, you can share in that. Telling them, I just wonder if we could. Telling them, I think we have I went once here and I saw this, I saw that. Maybe we could put that into our building. Clarity of vision is a very important step to make it happen. And it was actually the comments from my 50 school owner friends. Master Higgins mentioned it, Master Jim Nam mentioned it, Master Chrisley mentioned it, a lot of different people that helped me realize, oh yeah, make sure if you're going to talk to people about what it takes to be successful and to follow their example, that you include in that, and sometimes it's really darn hard. See, I didn't even use the bad word for that. It's really darn hard. It's really darn hard. There were some posts that I saw recently, I don't know where it came from, but people were sharing and said, oh, the stress and pressures of running a small business would crush most people. Right? And there were some martial arts schools that were sharing it too. Sometimes it's hard. Money is involved. Because our business is so personal, when you get a parent complaint, when I open a little email and it says, you need to talk to someone about whatever, and we're talking about a 7-year-old's green belt class or a parent, I don't sleep. Some of my masters, we had it recently, and also I value it more than not value it, but one of our masters tried it, I slept only maybe 1 hour last night. Why? Oh, because our staff, we had a little this, that. That's how personal our business is. So the resilience of, and that's where this kind of training and this kind of networking will help you to do so. But just like we would say, oh, you want to, I just don't want to ever get hit. You're going to get hit. Oh, I don't ever want to have to fight her. You are going to have to fight her. I don't ever want to get kicked low and they didn't catch it and I still have to fight. You are. So it was my 50 friends that helped me remember, oh, you're going to talk to everybody, oh, it's great, staff and systems, whatever. Make sure you tell them, it's hard. You will get depressed. Master Mertens, you ever get depressed? Yes. You ever get demotivated? Yes. You ever think your team is not good? No. They're here, so, right? All of it. So that's why you have to work on you. So work on yourself as much as you work on your business and design your master's program. I'm still learning. That's why, which seminars am I going to go to this year? Who am I going to network this year? Oh, I need to learn more about ChatGPT. Always motivated? Always in pursuit. Always in pursuit of something. Whether you're pursuit in the early part of your relationship, right? Want to be together with a new person, it's very exciting. then okay, I've been married for 28, coming up on 29 years, okay? There's no pursuit of a, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. There's no pursuit of a new person. There's a pursuit of the next chapter of our relationship together. We were a young married couple, we were young parents, we were young second-time parents, we were parents of, toddlers, okay, and then we're trying to connect with each other, how do we be good for each other with everything. Same idea here. We're working on ourselves for the long term. Okay. So, I still have a little bit more to go. How many people here are Taekwondo professional member schools? And that means a part of our monthly coaching program. Okay, good. It is the majority of people. A number of you are not. You found out about Taekwondo Professionals Conference because of different Facebook videos someone told you or whatever. I stand in front of you, not as a salesperson, but as a proud Taekwondo professional, because I realized I would have to say this. If you ask me, is life better with Taekwondo or not? To parents, to children, to adults of all different ages and stages, I will stand on a stage any place, anytime, and tell them life is better with Taekwondo than not. So how would I say to a room full of Taekwondo instructors, life is better with Taekwondo professionals than not? I know that realistically, the great session that Coach Kim did this morning, all the session did, and if you never do it again, it will never benefit you again. I know that if you network year-round, we will benefit you all year-round. I know that if you go to trainings every 2 weeks as we run, you will be benefited all year round. But I don't want to be the main voice, so I thought that I should have some Taekwondo professional members share their story, and I'm going to let them do all the talking for me. And hopefully this will work good.
I started to become complacent with how things were going at the Taekwondo school.
I didn't realize the amount of professionalism that it required.
My pain point was developing staff.
Student enrollment and student retention as well.
The need for continuous improvement and staying updated with the latest industry standards.
I then decided that I was going to utilize what Taekwondo professionals had to offer. Within weeks, my team was like, Master Yuas, this is so much better than what we've always done.
Because of the change in mindset and the shift of focus to staff development, creating systems, I went from being a 1+1 to hiring 7 people.
As a direct result of being a part of Taekwondo Professionals, my staff is better developed in every way. I can leave the school for a week, 2 weeks, and my staff can run my school without me being here.
Our schools, both locations, are at record high numbers right now, and our student retention is improving as well. We're growing our confidence in our student numbers and our staff enough that we are preparing to open our 3rd location this summer.
Student number actually increased. I'm meeting at 340 active students right now and looking at a second location to expand.
In Taekwondo Professionals Library, you can't help but to be impressed. There are so many opportunities for you to dive into whatever genre you're looking for.
Immediately, I already had this ability to just, I need a template, I need something made, I need an idea, I need to know how to do a certain seminar or a camp or something, and I would just download it from the library and look at it.
And those all provide really great templates for us to use and edit for our own purposes.
The library is ever expensive. There's always more being added.
Having a library as a resource is like having a cheat code in your back pocket.
It really does give you a vision and direction and systems that you really want to follow.
The Zoom calls were really what got me quote unquote all in. It was the motivation that the Zoom calls had that actually got me more interested in it.
I have my team join this meeting with me so they can able to learn from someone who's leading the industries.
We'll be highlighting the parts that we find the most helpful for us, or the parts that sparked the most ideas, and we'll use that to try and develop more ideas for how we can continue improving our schools.
And when you're networking with Taekwondo professionals, you have an opportunity to network with schools and people from across the country. Quite honestly, it's wonderful.
I can pick out 2 or 3 people specifically that I talk to that have given me actionable things to do that have made my business much better.
The networking that we get to develop has been some of the greatest relationships that I've cultivated.
And that's how, what I learned, one of the most valuable part, to grow your circle and have that strong circle who is like-minded, open-minded, to share together and grow together.
Master Michael Mertens has been one of the greatest mentors that I've had.
He definitely provides a lot of knowledges and guidelines for the younger generations just like us.
He's the most genuine person in the industry that I've met.
Master Mertens is actually walking the walk of the talk that he's talking.
He's just like Taekwondo Tanya Robbins, right?
For the people that I know are serious about it, really want to do it, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
They're definitely really helpful when it comes to generating ideas and helping everybody kind of lean on each other a little bit more as we're all making our way into this industry more.
That's a place that you want to get in and get motivated and get help.
Do it. It's been the best. The professionalism is unparalleled, and I guarantee you will see a huge return on your investment literally every single month from being a part of the school.
If you are looking to share Taekwondo in your community, to make a positive impact in your community, and at the same time live a lifestyle that you want to live, I would join Taekwondo Professionals immediately. I think it's great.
My sincere thanks to all of our Taekwondo professionals that volunteered to speak on that. I appreciate it, and thank you for calling me the Taekwondo Tony Robbins. Some people call Tony Robbins banana hands. He's got very large hands. I compete on that as well. So, what very specifically, if we can finish up, Taekwondo Professionals membership year-round. Twice a month I do Zoom calls. By the way, you may have seen me do Facebook videos as we were promoting this seminar. Those are not our Taekwondo Professional member Zoom calls. Our Zoom calls, those interviews were great. All the speakers were interviewed. But the calls are very specific topics. They are trainings. It is coming to training with me or doing interviews on very specific topics twice a month. The library has hundreds of documents, hundreds of videos. You can customize them for use in your school. The members-only Facebook group, again, allows you to continue networking and reach out to people with questions. The networking, the live events, and the mentoring, I guess I must honestly admit, I never not return a call from a Taekwondo Professionals. I have had all kinds of calls on all kinds of things. And I will use my knowledge and industry experience to benefit you. I only work with Taekwondo dojans. You need to be open to new ideas, otherwise this isn't going to work. You need to take action because I don't change your school, you change your school, but I can definitely direct you in the right way. And again, I like to put people in that are willing to share their experience with others. The conference special, again, I'm not big on the all sales stuff we're putting in. We made it extremely easy and simple this year. If you look in your binder, you will find the page. I don't know if it's numbered. Page. It's not numbered, but it's the Taekwondo Professionals Coaching Program page. You scan this round QR code right here. It will take you to a registration page. You will pay $99 to start your first month of Taekwondo Professionals. After that, it will be $199. You will get immediate access to everything that we have. You will get an email that will give you a username and password to reach everything. You'll start coming to our calls. You'll start being included in everything that we do. The 1 hour small group onboarding, you'll select the time, and next week I don't want to do everything today. We need about 1 hour. I will take you through the entire site. You will know where it is, how it works, how to do that. I respectfully request, if you are not a member, join today. Hopefully you get the feeling that myself and my team will work very hard to continue to give you resources that will allow you to help your school to grow. Now, there is no obligation. You can stop at any time. You don't think we're valuable to you, you will stop it. If you want to learn more, you can ask me anything you want, but talk to somebody that has a tag on that says Taekwondo Professional Member and ask them why they do what they do with us and how beneficial it's been. My impression is it's been beneficial in every area Dojan. Again, my goal this morning was to tell you what the top schools do and how you can join them. I gave you 5 of the most important things that I know of, and then Taekwondo Professionals can be an additional resource to get you there faster. Thank you. I'm going to switch gears from being presenter to being host for a moment and give you the update. I knew that our schedule was a little bit tight, so here's where we are at. I did put us over exactly 10 minutes from where we should be starting. So here's what I knew. I also know when I designed the schedule where we're going to steal that from. I will never steal time from any of my other presenters. So presenters coming up, here's where we're at. We're at 10:50 right now. I'm sorry, yes, we're at 10:50 right now. We will change the rooms over into 2 sessions as quickly as possible. This room is the, someone clarify for me? It's up front, I believe the dynamics room. Yes, this room is the dynamics room. This room is the 2020 armor room. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
So, and it will stay that way for the rest of the day. Presenters, you will have your full hour. I'm going to say we're going to start closer to 11 o'clock. So we will be from 11 to 12. The next session will be from 12:10 to 1:10. My apologies, but we do need to have that gap time.